Going on, everybody? Welcome to SOKENT. Click that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, make sure you leave a comment. We're going to be talking about Dwyane Wade today. Now, Dwyane Wade has just officially retired from the Miami Heat. In his final season, man, he looked very good. His knees looked fresh. He hit a couple of game winners this year. And the last game that he played in the Miami Heat arena, he scored 30 points. And it was just an amazing year, man. A lot of people are actually, begging Dwyane Wade to come back for another year or two because a lot of people believe he still has a lot of gas in the tank. And, obviously Dwyane Wade has won 3 NBA championships with the Miami Heat. He's had an amazing career. But I want to talk about the main reason why I believe Dwyane Wade is retiring from the NBA. Now, I found out some pretty shocking news this year about Dwyane Wade, and this is something that I never knew, right? Dwyane Wade has an 11-year-old son that is gay. I'm going to repeat that for you guys. Dwyane Wade has an 11-year-old son that is a homosexual. Now, Dwyane Wade posted pictures on his Instagram story with himself, Gabrielle Union, and his 11-year-old son at a gay pride fair. And his son is seen wearing women's clothing. His son has his hand on his hip. And his son is wearing the gay pride colors. Now, I don't have any problem with gay people. But what I do have a problem with is people, because I want to be very careful with what I'm going to say because this is going to be a very controversial video. This is my thing, right? At 11 years old, I don't think any kid should be worrying about his sexuality at all. Like, this is a child. This kid is 11 years old. He's not even a teenager yet. How the hell does this little kid know that he's gay? And why does he feel so comfortable being gay that he's going to gay pride festivals? And on top of that, I want to say this. The fact that Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union are promoting this type of behavior is very strange to me. It's very strange to me. Very strange. What's even more weird is the fact that this kid looks exactly like Dwyane Wade. Like, out of all of Dwyane Wade's kids, this one looks exactly like Dwyane Wade. Like, they're twins. And I'm shocked. I'm appalled. I'm befuddled. Because, it's just like the world that we live in today, man. It's just, it's crazy, man. Like, we're living in a world where we're supporting 11-year-old boys being homosexual. And, I didn't, have any girlfriends when I was 11 years old, but I knew that I liked women. But one thing I know about kids is kids go through phases. You got some kids out here that go through phases where they're emo. You got some kids out here that go through phases where they just like playing video games and not going outside. You got kids out here that go through phases where they want to be a tough guy. You got kids out here that go through phases where they just, they just like being a kid. But now it seems like we're having kids that's going through phases of being homosexual. And the reason why I'm calling this a phase is because this kid is 11 years old. He shouldn't even be thinking about sexuality at all. He's 11 years old. And his father and his stepmom promoting that is very strange. It's very strange. Very strange. Now, obviously, these are his parents. Dwyane Wade is his father. And his father should most definitely love his son no matter what. But I think that his son should also realize that this might just be a phase. And you taking him to the gay pride festival, like, I don't listen, man, because I'm trying my best not to say anything too out of the norm, because I know that we live in a very, very, very sensitive time in the world right now where everybody is just so sensitive. It's kind of crazy that that's how the world is, but that's how social media has made it. Too many people have opinions. So I want to say this, right? I think that Dwyane Wade retired to spend more time with his son, specifically the one I'm talking about in this video. You guys can look at the pictures. You guys can see the pictures of his son. He's fully embracing being a homosexual. He's embracing it. He looks happy. He's smiling. His son, Gabrielle Union, looks happy. This looks like this is who he wants to be for now. But when puberty, listen, like, this is my thing. What about puberty? When puberty hits and his voice gets a little bit darker and he gets a little bit older and he gets more conscious of what he's doing, what if he gets delivered? Like, what if he reverts back to being a straight? Well, we don't know if he's ever been straight, but what if he gets older, he turns 15 or 16, he goes through puberty, his voice gets deeper, what if he realizes that this was just a phase, right? And now you're going to go on the internet and you're going to see pictures of him when he was 11 years old looking like a little girl named Trina. And that's my biggest problem with this. I don't think that we should be promoting little kids that are 11 participating in gay pride. I don't think that that's the right move. I think that we need to give our kids time to grow. We need to give our kids time to figure out who they really want to be. We shouldn't just jump the wheel and support 100%, because we know when we were kids, we went through some phases. We went through phases where, we might have been spoiled brats and we might have just been rude to, our parents. We all go through phases as kids where we may do things that's good or do things that's bad, but we outgrow those phases, especially when we get in high school and we're headed towards graduation. We outgrow a lot of things that we used to do. You know what I'm saying? Some people I have a phase when I was a kid where I used to bite my fingernails. I still bite my fingernails to this day. But some people outgrow that habit of biting their fingernails. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that Dwyane Wade retired to spend more time with his kids, specifically the one that's 11 years old. Because you guys got to think, as a basketball player, you don't have as much time to spend with your kids as the regular parent does. These basketball players travel all over the world. When you're a basketball player, you're going from city to city to city to city. So who knows? Maybe Dwyane Wade's son was spending more time with his mother. And this is my theory. I believe that Dwyane Wade's son was spending a lot of time with his mother growing up, because I think Dwyane Wade was spending a lot of time on the road, playing basketball, doing what he had to do to take care of his family. And, obviously it was worth it because he had a very successful basketball career. He's made millions of dollars and now his family is straight for life. So salute to Dwyane Wade. I believe that Dwyane Wade's son might have been spending a lot of time with his mother. And maybe when he was going to school, he spent a lot of time with girls, because I've seen this before. I've seen how, some dudes become gay because they spend a lot of time with their mother and they spend a lot of time with their sister. And, subconsciously they start picking up on the mannerisms of their mom and their sister because they're spending too much time. And this is why I think, kids being around their father is very important, because if you don't have that balance with the yin and the yang, then you're going to lean more towards the left or you're going to lean more towards the right. You understand what I'm saying? So I just believe that this kid might have been spending a lot of time with his mother, probably picked up on some of the mannerisms. And on top of that, man, like, there's a lot, like a lot of these kid shows on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, they're actually promoting the homosexual agenda nowadays, which is why we have to be very careful with what we let our kids watch. Once again, I don't have any problems with anybody being a homosexual, but what I do have a problem with is taking advantage of the children's mind and influencing them to do things. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like hip hop, right? If your kid is listening to gangster rap every single day and he starts listening to those lyrics, you can't be surprised if your kid ends up robbing the McDonald's or stealing some underwear from Walmart. You can't be surprised if he starts jacking cars and running up in people's cribs with guns and shit, because you're allowing your kid to listen to that negativity, and he's listening to it and he's saying, oh, well, these people did this and they're a famous rapper. Well, if I do the same thing, I could be a famous rich rapper. I could have, bitches and hoes. It's the same exact thing. They're promoting that shit all over TV. It's on Love and Hip Hop. It's on the Disney Channel shows. It's almost like being homosexual and being gay is normal now. You understand what I'm saying? It's pretty much normalized now, thanks to Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? So there could be a number of different factors that contributed to this. And once again, I'm not saying that being gay or homosexual is wrong. I want to keep saying that because you know how this world is, man. People are sensitive and they don't fucking listen. They just hear what they want to hear and they go with their own narrative. I'm saying that there's a problem with an 11-year-old boy coming out saying he's gay. You're 11 years old. You shouldn't even be thinking about your sexuality. You shouldn't even be thinking about having sex at all. You shouldn't even be thinking about having a boyfriend or girlfriend. Do you know what I was doing when I was 11 years old? I was playing video games, my nigga. I was playing video games. I was hanging out with the homies. I was playing basketball. I was playing baseball. I was doing all type of shit when I was 11 years old. But I definitely wasn't sitting at home thinking, am I straight or am I gay or am I bi? This isn't something that an 11-year-old should be thinking about, guys. And this shit is pissing me off because I'm thinking about when I have my children one day. I'm thinking about how aware and protective I have to be because we're living in a world where there's just too much information out there, man. We're giving these little kids cell phones and we're giving them the ability to go on the internet and go on YouTube. These kids know everything. I remember when I was younger, it took time for me to know certain things. Like, people would say certain words around me and I'd be like, what does that mean? I'd have to go home and ask my mom and they'd be like, who the hell told you that word? But now it's like everything is just out there. Everything is just pushed to the entire world because of these cell phones, man. And we have to protect our kids because we have to be very protective of what we allow our children to put into their mind. Because they can easily be influenced to just take a role on something they might not even want to do. There's no way in hell that an 11-year-old boy knows if he's gay or if he's straight. It just doesn't work like that, man. It doesn't work like that. Shit, who knows? He might like both. He might like both. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You don't know, man. You're a kid. You're 11. Your main focus should be having fun. Your main focus should be enjoying being a child, going to school, learning. At 11 years old, your main focus should just be having fun and enjoying life. Having fun with your friends. You shouldn't be going to gay pride festivals. What the hell is an 11-year-old doing at a gay pride festival? This is ridiculous, man. So Dwyane Wade, you had a great NBA career, but I think you retiring is the smartest thing that you could do at this point in your life because you need to spend more time with your son. You need to figure out what's causing him to think that he is gay, and you need to just spend more time with him, man. He might just be missing some love from his dad. Who knows? You start spending more time with him, 6 months later, he might stop wearing them gay pride colors. He might want to start wearing Timberlands and some motherfucking Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Because Dwyane Wade's older son is cool. Zaire, he playing basketball. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool little dude. Look like he smoked weed because it may just be his eyes, but Dwyane Wade's son Zaire look like he smoked a pound of weed a day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. That's all I wanted to say. I want your guys' opinion. Do Do you believe that at 11 years old, a child should be figuring out his sexuality? Please leave a comment below, because maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just bugging. But let me know what you guys think. Comment, subscribe. I'm out. Skirt.